our professional night speaker for Never Alone. Never Alone is a mental health faith-based support group with our mission to educate, make awareness, and support with resources for those individuals who are suffering from mental illness. Tonight and for the month of June, our topic of discussion is addictions. And just some startling statistics here is that 16.7% of the American individuals ages 12 and older battle a substance use disorder in the past year. We have over 20.4 million American adults. It's actually 7.9% of the population suffered from a mental health disorder and a substance use disorder or a co-occurring disorder in the past year. Some of the causes that we find of addictions is oftentimes in genetics, including the impact of one's environment on gene expression. It accounts for 40 to 60% of a person's risk of having an addiction. The environmental factors that may increase a person's risk of addiction include a chaotic home environment and abuse, parent drug use and attitudes towards drugs, peer influence, community attitudes towards drugs and poor academic achievement. And teenagers and people with mental health disorders are more at risk for drug use and addiction than any other population. I'm just honored to be able to speak to you tonight and have a wonderful guest speaker and his wife. I have Sylvester Jackson. Sylvester Jackson was born and raised in Chicago during the late 1960s in a household with both his father and mother, along with 8 siblings. Growing up in an environment that was marked by poverty and violence, Sylvester faced numerous challenges from a young age. Between the ages of 7 and 13, he endured mental, physical, and sexual abuse, which left deep scars on his psyche. At the age of 18, Sylvester joined a gang, seeking a sense of belonging and protection, and by the age of 21, he had risen to become a leader within that gang. And in an attempt to cope with his pain, he turned away from God and embraced a path of evil, believing it would shield him from further hurt. At age 23, he began using drugs to escape the trauma of his past. And in 2005, Sylvester's struggle led him to spend time in a mental health hospital. And 2 years later, which is in 2007, he was arrested and sentenced to 10 years of incarceration and 10 years of extended supervision. And during this time in prison, Sylvester, he experienced a profound personal transformation, reconnecting with God and discovering the power of forgiveness as a healing force against evil. He also taught himself the law and successfully sued the Wisconsin Department of Corrections twice and won both cases by the grace of God. And he was released from prison in 2017. Sylvester's newfound passion for justice led him to become an advocate for criminal justice reform. And in 2018, he met his future wife, and they married in 2020. And in 2021, he co-founded Milwaukee Block Incorporated, an organization dedicated to supporting his community. His efforts were recognized with 4 community awards between 2022 and 2024. Sylvester Jackson's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of faith, forgiveness, and advocacy. Let's give a round of applause to our guest speaker, Sylvester Jackson.